Good afternoon and welcome to Zalewski Sports and another beautiful, beautiful day here in central Wisconsin for a baseball game. As the rains have finally pushed out, we can get on the ball diamond. A lot of games have been postponed because of the showers we've had in the last week here, but the field here at Stratford looks very, very nice. It usually drains from the football field down to here, and so they were at home last night and defeated Neillsville 10-0 and increased their record now 7-0 and one of the Division III teams in the state of Wisconsin. And they came in the preseason ranked number 2 in the state, and Kewanee was number 1. Kewanee has a loss so far this year. The latest polls have not come out on the Wisconsin coaches poll, but they should be coming out very shortly. But Stratford having an outstanding season. Great pitching staff. They've been hitting the ball. And yesterday they put up 10 runs on only 5 hits. Brady Berg hit one out yesterday, but they were walked 10 times and hit by a pitch also. So they took advantage of getting on base and scoring runs against the Neillsville Warriors yesterday. So this contest going way back. Let's see if I can find my sheet here. But did a little research during the day as I was outside. It was a beautiful, beautiful day to be outside. And these two teams have met. Here we go. Have met from year 2008 to 2025. They have met 32 times in that period. And overall, Stratford is 28-4 against them in that 18 seasons. And also, they have an 18-game winning streak against Assumption. They have a little break in there of COVID. But the last time Assumption beat Stratford was in 2015. They lost at Witter Field on almost to the date, April 24th of 2015, and they lost that contest 6-5. You go back to 2011, Assumption swept those two games, 8-2 and 7-2, and then in 2008, they split with Assumption winning the first one 8-4, and Stratford coming back to win 8-5 back in 2008. So, 18-game winning streak, and they've been playing great ball. The last 12 games have been a 10-run rule. And so Stratford going with their ace today with Drew Gage, as he is 4-0 on the season and having an outstanding season. And we'll see what happens when at the end of this ball game. So, but again, a beautiful day here at Stratford. Temperature right around 78 degrees. You couldn't ask for better weather. They're supposed to be like this now for the next 3-4 days. So we're going to get a lot of baseball, a lot of softball that will be on Zalewski Sports. I'll come out with a schedule for what's going on today on Zalewski Sports. And also on Thursday, we've got like 10 ball games also on Zalewski Sports also. So I'm going to turn it over to John. He's going to shoot some commercials at you, our great sponsors this season. We've got about 24 of them that we're going to run tonight. So get ready for some great baseball here from Stratford. And you are watching high school baseball in the Marywood Conference, by the way, on Zalewski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have 3 options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, Pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
Welcome to Taqueria Monarca at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Try the delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. And kick things up a notch with their fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
And we are back here at Stratford for Marywood Conference Baseball as the Stratford Tigers coming in this contest 7-0, taking on the Assumption Royals, who are 3-2 overall and 0-2 in the conference, as they are just coming off a doubleheader last night as they took on the Marathon Red Raiders, one of the other teams that are a big contender here in the Marywood Conference. The Marywood Conference South down to 6 teams this year, as Wausau Newman could not fill a full team, and hopefully they get back in the near future here, and we'd like to see baseball back at Wausau Newman, and we miss them in the conference here. But Marathon beat Assumption 7-3 last night in the first game, and Marathon took the second one 7-0. And as I mentioned, Stratford beat Neillsville 10-0. That went 6 innings last night, as 3 pitchers threw last night. Colton Hulp threw, and also Kristen Ream started, got the win, and Drew Gage threw 1 inning last night. I think just a little warm-up for today's ball game, and Drew right now is 4-0 on the season. And let's see, we'll grab the stats here, see what his pitching totals are this year, as he is 4-0 on the season, 18 innings thrown. He's his opponent's batting average against him is 152. He's given up 12 hits, 8 runs, 5 of them earned, 9 walks. He's hit 3 batters on the season. He's struck out 23, and he has an ERA of 1.94. So as a team-wise, Stratford with a 1.17 ERA. The big three of Ream and Berg and Gage. And actually, Colton Hulp has looked in. He's appeared in 2 ball games this year and looked very, very impressive. As in his 2 contests, he has thrown 6 innings this year, but only given up 1 hit and struck out 9. So another addition, another weapon for the Stratford Tigers. So you could say they got 4 good quality pitchers on this, and they're looking for another trip back to state. They've been there twice, and we'll see what happens. So as they're out here dragging the field yet, and so we're going to give you the starting lineup for tonight's or this afternoon's ball game for the Assumption Royals. Leading off and pitching, Josiah Oswald. Batting second, the designated hitter, Ron Board. Batting third and playing third base, number 3, Chase Lieberg. Batting in the cleanup spot, the catcher, number 1, Camden Martin. Batting in the 5 spot, the first baseman, number 29, Braden Peters. Batting in the 6th spot, the right fielder, number 8, Siler Schill. Batting in the 7th spot, the center fielder, number 12, J.T. Schleifer. J.T., outstanding basketball player, an all-conference selection in the Marywood this last year. Great athlete round in any sport that he plays. And batting in the 8th spot, the second baseman, number 15, John Menarson. And batting in the 9th spot and playing shortstop, number 11, Keegan Cavanaugh. And the Assumption Royals are coached by Colton Schenk. in his second season for the Royals. For the Stratford Tigers, who comes in 7-0, 1-0 in the conference. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 2, Riley Spindler. In the number 2 spot, the left fielder, number 21, Jack Remus. Batting third, the catcher, number 3, Brady Berg. In the cleanup spot and playing right field, number 20, Jagger Orman. Batting in the 5 spot, the pitcher, number 26, Drew Gage. Batting in the 6th spot, the first baseman, number 11, Christian Ream. Batting in the 7th spot, the second baseman, number 7, Colton Haupt. Batting 8th, the third baseman, number 4, Drew Bloom. And batting in the 9th spot, the center fielder, number 8, Matt Shanefoos. Tigers are coached by Drew Spaeth in his second season. He's got an overall record of 22-5 here at Stratford, and he's 1-0 in the conference. They're going over the ground rules right now as a very familiar face, one of the umpires here, Daryl Priest. Daryl has worked quite a few state tournaments in basketball and also in baseball, and actually he was a former college umpire colleague that I've had the great honor of working with him in the years. And actually talking to Daryl, I remember when he worked in the Texas-Louisiana minor leagues, and he spent 4 seasons down there, and working with him is Brad Beyer, and Brad has worked some minor league ball also. So 2 very qualified umpires here as Coach Drew Spaeth going over the ground rules here right now. So we're going to just take a quick little break here, and we'll be back in plenty of time here for the National Anthem. And you're watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hunting season is here, and BBD has the supplies you need. Check out their large selection of crossbows, including 10-point and Wicked Ridge. BBD has added more hunting gear, deer attractant, mineral, and accessories for a successful hunt. See their in-stock selection of hunting blinds, stands, in-trail cameras, and more. BBD has the name brand gear you can depend on again and again. Big Bear Down. We're always in season. Located on Highway 13 in Abbotsford.
And we are back here at Stratford or it's actually Stratford's sports complex here. Football field, softball field going on right across the other side here is Assumption Royals and the Stratford Tigers going at it also. Stratford girls coming off a doubleheader win over Edgar. At this time, we are going to have our national anthem.
Over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
Great rendition of our national anthem, and as the teams are heading to their dugouts, the Assumption Royals getting ready to bat here in the first inning. Going back to last year in 2025, the all-conference season, coming back this year, just a lot of juniors and sophomores and actually freshmen from last year that made all-conference that are coming back out of this Stratford bunch. Brady Berg and Riley Spindler both made first-team all-conference last year as juniors. And for the Assumption Royals, Chase Lieberg of Assumption and J.J. Oswald as a sophomore last year made second-team all-conference. Ron Board, their ace pitcher, who was DHing today as a junior, he was honorable mention. And Camden Martin, a sophomore last year, made honorable mention also. And for the Stratford Tigers, Jack Remus was an honorable mention all-conference last year, and Matthew Shanefuss as a freshman made all-conference. And I can't believe, looking at two pitchers that were left off, both had outstanding seasons last year pitching-wise. Both of them went 5-0. And in conference-wise, and actually overall, Drew Gage had an earned run average of 0.00, and I don't know how they were eliminated on that, but I'll tell you, both of them pitched all very well as all-conference. Should have been all-conference teams last year. And so the Stratford Tigers just taking the field now, and leading off for them for the Assumption Royals will be the pitcher, Josiah Oswald. And Josiah, Josiah pitched one game this season. He's pitched 2 innings, threw a total of 32 pitches, threw to 7 batters, gave up no hits, no runs, walked 2, and struck out 4. So this will be his second appearance coming into today's ball game, and I'll tell you, he has started out strong. I've just got the stats from the first 3 ball games, as last night's games were not on bound yet, but J.J. Oswald has started out like a ball of fire, as he is 9 for 10 at the plate so far in the first 3 ball games of the season, with 7 runs scored. He's had 6 singles, 1 double, 1 triple, 1 home run, 8 RBIs, a walk, hit by a pitch, and hitting an outstanding 900 batting average, and he's got an OPS, which is your combination of your on-base percentage and your slugging percentage, an outstanding number of 2.417. I mean, that is just phenomenal starting out the season. So a great hitter coming, as I mentioned. He was a honorable, he was actually a second-team all-conference last year. And he will lead off for the Assumption Royals here this afternoon from Stratford. Temperature, about 75, 76 degrees. Just a light breeze, and I'll tell you, not hardly a cloud in the sky. Just a beautiful day here in Stratford. As Drew Gage gets ready, gets the sign from Brady Berg, the Stratford catcher, working out of the stretch, and the first pitch, and a ground ball back to Drew. Hustles over and throws it over to Christian Ream for out number 1, as J.J. takes that first pitch and bounces it right back to Drew Gage for out number 1. As Ron Board comes to the plate. He's in the DH spot. He threw last night over at Marathon, and Ron batting .250 in those first 3 ball games. Drew working out of the stretch, and the pitch. And a call strike right at the letters with a fastball. Great combination here of pitching and catching here, as both Brady Berg, an all-conference, and a breaking ball for call strike 2. 0-2 count on the number 2 hitter, Ron Board, being the designated hitter today. And the pitch. And just missing the outside and low for ball 1. 1-2. Track practice going on. Girls softball game right in back of us here. The Assumption Royals taking on the Stratford Tigers, as Tria Tubbs had an outstanding 2 games against, and a strikeout. And that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro for all your restoration and cleanup service. Call Serve Pro, and it'll think it's Serve Pro like it never happened. So a lot of water damage in the last week or here or so. So Surf Pro must have been pretty busy here too, with basements flooding. And I know John told me on the way over here his basement had an indoor swimming pool. He had fish floating around down in the basement down there, and once he thought he saw a shark going by, but he sees things once in a while. So first two pitches that have come in to Chase Lieberg, and third pitch is a call strike. As Drew Gage in command here in the first inning of this contest. And a foul ball down the right side and just out of play. 2-2 count on the number 3 hitter, Chase Lieberg. As Chase coming through the first 3 ball games of the season, hitting .375. As Gage gets set out there, gets a sign from Berg, working out of the stretch. He gives him a nod. And the pitch. And just missing outside. Full count, 3-2. 2 down here in the top of the first inning. No score. As Drew fires. And upstairs for ball 4. So the Assumption Royals gets their first runner on the board, on the bases here.
Number 1, Camden Martin.
And the catcher in a cleanup spot, number 1, Camden Martin for the Royals here. And let's see, Camden on the season in the first 3 games, hitting .300. He's 3 for 10 with a couple doubles and 4 RBIs. Hitting in that cleanup spot. First pitch for a strike. Nice lead over there at first by Lieberg. Breaking ball, beautiful breaking ball. Just had Camden just froze there with that breaking ball. 0-2 count now with 2 down and a runner at first for the Royals. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Royals go down here in the first inning as Gage picks up his second strikeout, and that's a Surf Pro strikeout. Surf Pro calls Surf Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. So for the Assumption Royals in the top of the first inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after a half inning of play, it's the Assumption Royals, nothing, and the Stratford Tigers coming to bat. And you're watching Merritt Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and guard set, textbook protection, underlayment follows, sealed tight like an O-line, valleys flashed, shingles installed row by row, captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
And we are back here at Stratford as Stratford Tigers coming up to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. And Coach Drew Spaeth over there talking to his third base coach over there. Make sure they got their signals right over there. And leading off for the Stratford Tigers, Riley Spindler, first team all-conference selection last year. Riley starting out the season very well. In the total of 7 games here, hitting .364 with 6 RBIs. He's got 6 singles, a double, and a triple. And he scored 9 times already this season, so a great leadoff man there. And the first pitch, just low and inside for ball 1. And this Stratford club, you get these guys on base, they are not afraid to run. In fact, in the 7 games they have played, stealing-wise, they are, and a line shot right to the shortstop.
Not bad.
And
Number 21.
as
Jack Raymond.
Riley
On deck. Number 3. Brady Bird.
hits a rope right to the shortstop, Kavanaugh, for out number 1. And bringing up now the left fielder, Jack Remus. Jack on the season is hitting, let's see where we've got him. Here we go. He's at 286. He's walked 7 times. So these Tiger players very, very know the strike zone very well. And so seniors on this club, a very dominant senior team with Berg and Gage and Orman, Spindler. Arcos Perez is on it. And next pitch for a call, strike 2. As that one just catches the knees. As J.J. Oswald on the mound for the Royals. Just his second appearance, and a foul ball over towards, woke up a few Assumption Royal ball players there as it bounced off that fence in front of the dugout there. I see Marshfield has put up a fence now also like that. They've extended it out a little bit. They had a fence there, but they've moved it out, maybe about 4 or 5 feet to make that dugout bigger at Marshfield now also. So some of the dugouts I've seen now that are being built, the one down in Rapids comes to my mind, and that one's just huge. It's like a little house, and but all these ball players bringing the bags they've got, bring 2 bats, and pitch comes in, breaking ball just missing. Count now 2-2 to the left fielder, Jack Remus. As Jack has struck out 5 times this season. Works the count to 3-2 now with that pitch down low. That game yesterday, Stratford came up with 3 runs in the first, 3 in the 3rd inning, and 3 in the 6th inning to end the contest. And Jack works a walk as the Tigers get their first runner on in today's ball game. So both teams getting on base by the walk as Brady Bird comes to the plate now. All-conference catcher last year. Brady going to UW Stevens Point next year to play pointer baseball. And a shot down the first base line goes past the first base coach. As let's see what Brady is hitting so far this season. As I grab the wrong stat sheet here. And let's see. Brady is batting, hitting 286 with 6 for 21 with a home run. Brady leading the team last year with 5 home runs, and taking off is Remus. And as I mentioned, Stratford is not afraid to run, as they are so far on the season. That is now 25 out of 26 attempts that the Stratford Tigers are on stolen bases this year. As Tigers get a runner in scoring position. Count now 1-1 on Brady Berg. And a shot down the right field line and out to the right fielder, and that's going to bring a run across as Remus comes across as Brady Berg gets an RBI single to give the Tigers a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. As Brady just hit a rope out the right field. And bringing up now the right fielder, Jagger Orman.
Courtesy runner in for number 3, number 18.
And let's see, we've got a courtesy runner, as I will find my roster here. And that would be Tyler Goldbach, courtesy runner for Brady Berg. As coming to the plate now is Jagger Orman. Jagger on this season here through 7 games. Jagger is hitting .400, 8 for 20. He's scored 10 times. He's got 8 RBIs out of that cleanup spot. Great person to have in that cleanup spot there. As the first pitch comes in for a ball to Jagger. Orman working out of the stretch. Gets the sign. And the pitch. And Orman fouls that one off. Goldbach with a good sized lead over at first base there. He could be a threat also. As let's see what he's done so far. He's appeared in 4 ball games. He's gone to the plate 3 times. Or excuse me, he has not gone to the plate. He scored 3 times. So out there for his base running skills. And a swing and a miss and goes off the catcher's glove. Was not a foul ball. And that will be scored as a pass ball on the catcher, Camden Martin. So runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. Tigers on top 1-0. 1-2 count to Orman. And he went. Great call by the home plate umpire. And that is the first strikeout.
Now batting number 26, Drew Gage.
By Orman, or excuse me, Oswald, I'm sorry. Both names had an O in here, and I had Orman on my mind, and it's Oswald. So a little confusion there, but we've got it all straight here now. Next pitch catches the outside corner. Both pitchers working that outside corner, and they're getting the call from the home plate umpire. Drew Gage, oh, man. I talked to Coach Spaeth before the ball game, and I'll tell you the big surprise is this young gentleman right here, as he has come with his A game this season, as the count now is 0-2, and Drew on the season is hitting .500. He is 10 for 20. He's got 6 singles, 3 doubles, and yes, a triple. I saw that down at Wisconsin Rapids, and Drew's not the fastest guy, but he gets the job done. But leading the team with 10 hits on the season, and just missing that outside corner. And the count now is 1-2, as Drew has been just outstanding here early in the season, as Stratford has had a couple games postponed. I know against Wausau East that was canceled, and the Edgar game has to be made up yet. And we do not have a date on that when that is going to happen. But when we get that, we will get it to you or check Zaleski Sports when that makeup game will be. So Drew Gage at the plate with a 2-2 count and runner at second. And hit with a pitch. And Drew not very happy, but it helps his on-base percentage. And I'm thinking he may land up having a courtesy runner also.
Now batting number 11, Christian Reed.
As yes, they are. And courtesy running is number
Courtesy
12.
runner for Drew Gage is number 12.
That is Aguilera. No, pinch running, the freshman. Comes into courtesy run for Drew Gage, as now the Tigers with runners at first and second here in the bottom of the first inning. Here in Stratford's sports complex, which is about 2-3 blocks from the high school, just west of the high school, right here on Highway 97. First pitch comes in down low to Christian Ream. Christian on the season is hitting, let's see here, Christian hitting 286, 6 for 21 on the season. Next pitch comes in down low. 2-0 count as a walk and a hits batsman here. And the Tigers do have a hit in this inning. The old saying, walks will always hurt you, and that walk that and a ground ball to short over to and covers by the pitcher, throws over to first in time to get Christian Ream.
Tigers 1, Assumption 0.
And so for the Stratford Tigers, they come up with 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left. And so after 1 complete inning of play here from Stratford, it's the Stratford Tigers 1 and the Assumption Royals nothing. And you're watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we are back here at Stratford, and Braden Peters coming to the plate, first baseman for the Assumption Royals. And let's see, we'll pull up Assumption stats here as Mr. Peters is hitting .455 on the season. He's 5 for 11, hitting out of that number 5 spot for Coach Colton Shank. And fly ball. And coming in and making a diving catch and a roll is Matthew Shanefoos. Great catch out there by Matthew. As playing a great center field for the Tigers this year. He's got the speed to cover the ground out there. Did a nice job during the basketball season, too, for the Stratford Tigers. And coming up now for the Royals, the right fielder, Siler Schill. And a ground ball back to Drew. Tosses over to Christian Ream for out number 2 as 2 pitches, 2 outs here.
Now batting number 7, J.T. Shelford.
And now the center fielder, J.T. Schleifer. Outstanding basketball player for the Assumption Royals. Had a chance to interview him during the basketball season. Very nice gentleman. He wasn't sure if he was going to go on and play. And a beautiful play by Spindler on the run with the leap. Throws over the Ream for out number 3 as Gage goes 1-2-3 on 4 pitches. As the Assumption Royals were only up for about a minute and a half here in the inning. 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left after 1.5 innings of play. It's the Stratford Tigers 1 and the Assumption Royals nothing. And you're watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep at all, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
And we are back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers are on top 1-0 here in the top or the bottom of the second inning. The Tigers softball team yesterday did a great job of getting 2 wins yesterday to improve their record to, let's see here, 4-4, 2-0 in the conference. They got a big game back of us here as they are taking on the Assumption Royals. Assumption Royals, always tough, them and Auburndale and Stratford in this Marewood Conference. And Tria with an outstanding game yesterday. In the first game, she went 3 for 4 with a home run and RBI. 4 RBIs. And in game 2, and she got the pitching win in that, and she got the pitching win in the second game also, going 3 for 4 also with a double, triple, a single, and 2 RBIs. So outstanding 2 ball games by Tria Tubbs yesterday. So as first pitch, or actually second pitch, we got a 2-0 count here on Colton Hulp. Colton hitting 200 on the season, but doing a great job at second base. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back, ball high, goes off the catcher's glove. And Colton coming alive as number 4 pitcher for Coach Drew Spaeth, as he's thrown a couple ball games this year and done an outstanding job. Once we get down the line here, where they're going to have like 3-4 ball games per week, they're going to need that 4th starter in there as pitch comes in, catches the inside corner. 3-1 count now to Colton Hulp. Batting in that 7th spot for the Tigers. As JJ with the pitch. And a call right at the letters. Full count. As Hulp was ahead 3-0, but JJ has come back with 2 great fastballs for call strikes. Gets the sign from Martin. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Colton Hulp for out number 1, and that is the second strikeout
Tigers. Number 4
for
on deck. Number 8 Matthew Schenkel.
For Josiah Oswald. Coming up now, the third baseman, Drew Bloom, as Drew is hitting, let's see here, hitting 154. He's got 13 at-bats this season. He's walked 8 times this season, so squares around and gets, as Oswald gets that call on the outside corner for a call strike. And the next pitch, upstairs. The art of bunting, I know back when I was in high school, and I know that's 50-plus years ago, we worked on bunting a lot. And I'll tell you, I was down at the Brewer-Toronto game on Thursday, and the Brewers actually 3 batters in a row bunted and got the winning run in. Outstanding job of executing that bunt. And but you don't see it. And back then, they called it Billy Ball. And the reason they called it Billy Ball is the manager of the Oakland Athletics, Billy Martin, used to bunt a lot, and so it became Billy Ball. And but the art of bunting is really gone away. But you can be very effective with it if you see that third baseman playing back. Now, here you're sitting now with a 2-2 count, and that third baseman, he's right even with the bag, right on the edge of the grass. Left-handed hitter with a 2-2 count. And the pitch upstairs. And usually you aren't going to find a person trying to bunt, because if he fouls it off, he's going to be called out on that as a third strike. If you foul a bunt off, you are called out. And so we've got a full count on Bloom. And just misses. And Bloom works for a walk. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, the center fielder, Matt Shanefoos, who had that great diving catch out in center field back in the second inning, or the start out that second inning. And Matthew having a pretty good season also, as Matthew is hitting .250, but playing a great center field. He scored 8 runs already this season. He's walked 6 times. As a team, Stratford has walked 50 times in 7 ball games. So very disciplined at the plate. Good size lead by Bloom over at first. And Matthews squared around. Watch that low pitch, pulled it back. Ball 1. As Bloom's getting about a 4 or 5 step lead over at first base. It's closer to about a 6 step lead now. And slides back in. I'll tell you, if there was a left-hander on the mound there right now, he wouldn't be getting that big a lead. As you can read a right-handed pitcher better than you can a left-handed pitcher. Bloom again with about a 5, 5.5, 6 step lead. And the pitch. And squares around and fouls it off. As we have 1 down here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Stratford leading 1-0 in a 1-1 count on the number 9 hitter, Matthew Shanefoos. As these two teams will meet again on Thursday down in Wisconsin Rapids. And they pretty much run this schedule of playing back-to-back games, just like the Wisconsin Valley does also. So that, and taking off and getting a stolen base will be Bloom. Ball gets into center field, but not far enough for as JT comes and picks it up. And Bloom picks up a stolen base, now in scoring position for the Stratford Tigers. That is, let's see how many stolen bases that is for Bloom this year. We'll go down here as he is now 3 for 3 in stolen bases this season. And we have a 2-1 count on Matthew Shanefoos. As Oswald gets the sign from Martin. And the pitch. And a bunt. Down and just hits the grass and goes foul. Got a little bit too much air on it. And it took a bounce, maybe about 1.5 feet in the grassy area and bounced towards the foul line. And Oswald comes over and picks it up with a foul ball. And count now 2-2 on Matthew Shanefoos. Nice crowd this afternoon here at Stratford Ballpark. Both here for the softball game and the baseball game going on here. A lot of people in shorts. There'll be a lot of them in shorts the next 3 days here as beautiful spring weather here in central Wisconsin. And a foul tip into the glove of Martin as Shanefoos goes down swinging. That is strikeout number 3 for J.J. Oswald. Back to the top of the batting order is Riley Spindler. As coming into today's ball game, Riley was hitting .364, and he's got a .533 on base percentage. Let's see what he's got for RBIs this year. He's got 6 on the season, and he's got a runner in scoring position there. And another steal by Bloom as he picks up his 4th steal on the season. So in great scoring position here. In fact, there's not much room between home plate and the backstop here, so you've got to get a great jump on a wild pitch here because it could bounce off at those boards back there right back to the catcher. And he'd have an easy throw to the pitcher to get that runner at the plate. And pitch upstairs to Spindler is a ball. 2-0 with 2 down here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And the Tigers out on top, 1-0. A lot of ball games in central Wisconsin, and it's great to see him back out on the fields here as a lot of them were postponed. And Spindler is hit with a pitch, and that is the 2nd player to be hit as Gage.
Next at bat, number 21, Jack.
As Gage was hit with a pitch back in the 1st inning. So we got runners at the corners at 1st and 3rd with Spindler at 1st and Bloom at 3rd. And Jack Remus. Jack walked, stole a base, and scored on that RBI single by Brady Berg back in the 1st inning. give the Tigers that 1-0 lead. And squaring around and stealing second is Riley Spindler. And Riley now has, let's see, Riley is now 7 for 7 on the season in stolen bases. Last year they had, let me see, I wrote this down. They had last season, I'm thinking, I know it was 90-plus stolen bases last year, and they were thrown out only 5 times. So their percentage of stealing bases was 95% last year, very close to it, 95, 96. So they love to run. And 3-0 count as Coach Schmidt down there telling him not giving him the green light. And the pitch by JJ catches the inside corner for a call strike. 3-1 count, 2 down. Runners at second and third. Base hit could score 2 here. As Jack Remus having a great season, batting out of that number 2 spot. Squares around the bunt and catches the inside corner as Oswald has worked a lot of counts to 3-0, but has come back. He was very successful on Shane Foose. That count was 3-0, and he came back to strike out Matthew. But this one here, he's going to walk Jack Remus and loads the bases.
Next at bat, number 3, Brady Berg.
And Brady Berg coming up to the plate as head coach.
On deck is number 20, Jager Ormond.
Colton Schenk comes out to talk to JJ as they know what Brady can do. In the last couple years, he's hit a couple of grand slams. He had one last year, I know, over that right field wall. So he's in that same situation now with bases loaded, 2 down, and the Tigers leading 1-0. And Brady's his OPS is over 1,000. Slugging percentage of .524. On base percentage is a .483. So left-handed hitter. And ball gets away, and heading back to third is Drew Bloom, as Martin doing a nice job knocking that one down, only going about maybe 5-6 feet. So a 1-0 count as Brady gets set in the batter's box there. Big leads all 3 bases here. And Brady fouls that one off. 1-1 count to Brady Berg. As I mentioned, he's heading to Stevens Point next year to, I can't remember what he was going to major in, but he is going to play some ball over at Stevens Point next year. Pointers not really having a good season this year. And a long shot over the right fielder's head all the way to the wall. That'll bring in 3. And to throw home, not in time. As a head-first slide by Riley Spindler, by Jack Remus. Great job. A 3-run double by Brady Berg. All the way out to the wall over the right fielder's head. And makes this score now 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. As Brady with all 4 RBIs. And I'm figuring Grandma and Grandpa are here, and they're enjoying that. Bringing up Jager Ormond. Jager struck out back in the first inning. Usually Grandma and Grandpa Berg sit just below us down here. Out of the sun. First pitch comes in for a ball to Jager Ormond. So 4 big RBIs for Brady. He's got 14 RBIs on the season, leading the club. And a swing and a miss. Mighty swing by Jagger Orman. As Stratford takes advantage of 2 walks and a hit batsman, and Brady Berg with a 3-run double to make this contest 4-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Yeah, a really bright day here. There's a lot of people having sunglasses on. The glare today is very, very bright. They're talking in the upper 70s again tomorrow and on Thursday. Possible chance of little rain coming in Thursday night and Friday morning, but it's kind of ironic with all the rain that we've had. And when John and I drove into Stratford here, the fire danger sign said moderate danger. And I'm thinking, wow, with all the rain that we've had. And, you know, we've had a lot of rain here in central Wisconsin. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, it has set a record for the month of April. So, wild pitch and holding up at third. Or going to, over at third is Goldbach, as he came into courtesy run for Berg. And we've got a full count, 3-2. And the pitch by JJ as a call, strike 3, has been very, very consistent with that call all game long. So strikeout number 4 for Josiah Oswald, but the Tigers come up with 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. And so after 2 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 4 and the Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals nothing. And you're watching Merritt Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
And we're back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers came up with a big 3 spot. Here in the second inning is a 3-run double by Brady Berg. Brady's got both hits by the Tigers and also all 4 RBIs, and they've taken advantage of the, 3 walks and 2 hit batsmen in this game, and taken great advantage to put 4 runs on the board. And leading off for the Assumption Royals will be the second baseman, John Manarson. And John on the season, or the first 6 ball games, does not have an average. He's actually 0 for 5, but he has scored 4 times this season. As, let's see here, he's walked 3 times and got hit by a pitch. So all 4 times he's been on base, he has scored in those first 3 ball games. And a swing and a miss by John. 1-1 count. We're in the top of the third inning. Game moving right along. And a ground ball to third. Throw is wild, and that's going to be as Brady Berg thought he missed the bag. Brady was down there to back up that play, but Darrell Priest called him safe. the first time, and then when Brady was going to appeal this, he called him safe again. So a throwing error by the third baseman. That would be Bloom, as that is just the second runner the Royals have had on base today. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, the shortstop, Keegan Cavanaugh. As Keegan on the season, hitting .333. He has scored 4 times. He's walked 5 times. And he's got hit by a pitch also. So good on-base percentage. He's got, let's see what he's got for an on-base. He's got a .778 on-base percentage, because you include getting hit by a pitch and also a walk is included in your on-base percentage. And so that's a very good, outstanding on-base percentage for a number 9 hitter. So next pitch just outside. Breaking ball just missing, and a 2-2 count. Here in the top of the third inning, as the Assumption Royals here at bat against the Stratford Tigers. And Keegan thought about swinging at that one, held up, and we've got a 3-2 count now, as Gage has worked that count now to 3-2, and just high and outside for a ball. That is the second walk. Second walk, so
At bat, number 2,
the bottom of the order here by the Assumption Royals, putting a threat here, as runners at first and second now with nobody out, and the dangerous J.J. Oswald at the plate. As Josiah took that first pitch and bounced it back to Drew Gage. And the first pitch to J.J. Catches the outside corner for a call strike. We're in the top of the third inning here, and the Stratford Tigers leading 4-0 in Merwood Conference action here from Stratford. Next pitch just outside. A lot of youngsters here today. A couple of them over there playing catch off to our right-hand side here. And a fly ball down the left field line, but foul over towards the batting cage. And the count now 1-2. On the leadoff hitter, J.J. Oswald. The Assumption Royals starting pitcher. And the pitch. Just missing outside. Just barely missing. In the major leagues, you'd get that tap on the head. We'd have to get a review on it, but not in high school ball here. And a pop-up. And over on the third base side, and camping under it is Bloom, and makes the catch for out number 1 as he retires the dangerous J.J. Oswald.
Number 24, Ron Board.
For out number 1, Ron Board, the DH now. Ron struck out swinging back in the first inning. And he is actually their number 1 pitcher. He was on all conference selections. And a ground ball back to the mound. Gage throws, high throw. Thank goodness Christian Ream was over there, as Christian goes about 6'2", 6'3", and it's kind of a lollipop throw by Drew Gage, but from here it looked like it was going to go over his head. But turns out he gets Board to ground back to the mound for out number 2, and advancing to third is Menarson, and Cavanaugh goes to second on that play. And the number 3 hitter, Chase Lieberg. Chase walked first time up. And pitch up high for a ball. And I'm trying to look for my schedule of ball games coming up on Thursday, and the ones that we also have going on presently. And a call strike. 2-1 count. Other games here in the Merwood Conference today. Edgar is at Auburndale, and Rhinelander is at Marathon. Since there's only 5 conference teams in this conference, somebody's got to play a non-conference game. And so Marathon, after playing a doubleheader last night, is at home taking on the Hodags of Rhinelander. And then games up in the Merriwood North. Abby Colby is at Shawamigan. Athens at Prentice, and Phillips is at Rib Lake. And a call strike, and we have a 3-2 count now with 2 down and runners at second and third. And a swing and a miss. That is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, like it never happened. And strikeout number, that would be number 3 for Drew. As Drew gets out of a jam he had runners at first and second with nobody out and gets the next 3 batters. So for the Assumption Royals in the top of the third, no runs on no hits, 1 error and 2 left. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 4 and the Assumption Royals nothing. And you're watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
And we're back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. The standings so far in the Merriwood Conference: Marathon is 2-0 and 6-1 overall. Stratford 1-0, 7-0 overall. Auburndale 0-0. They have yet to play a conference game, and they are 3-1 overall. They've had a couple games that were rained out there. Assumption 0-2 in conference and 3-2 overall. And Edgar 0-1 in conference and 1-2 overall. Up north, Athens and Rib Lake both lead the conference at 2-0. Athens is 4-1 overall. Rib Lake 5-3. Prentice is 1-0 in conference, 2-2 overall. Phillips 0-1 in conference, 0-3 overall. Shawamigan 0-2 in conference, 1-4 overall. And Abby Colby is 0-2 in conference and 0-7 overall. So that's the way they stand here early in the season here, as they will only have 8 conference games this year. And the umpire is over. I'm thinking there's a change, and I'm not sure if that's a new pitcher out there. I'm trying to catch the number here. Number 7. And we have number 7 now on the mound for the Assumption Royals, and that would be...
Now at bat, number 26, Drew Gage.
Leading off for the Tigers is Drew Gage. No, I don't even have a 7 listed on here. No, number 2 is pitching out there, so we still have, I think that's still, yes, that is still Oswald yet. So I don't know where the defensive change is. Oswald gets the first pitch for a strike. Ground ball, the third baseman sets, throws, got Gage by plenty for out number 1.
Now batting for the Tigers.
As making
number
a
11,
great play to his left there was LeBerg.
On deck, number 7.
And had plenty of time to get Drew Gage going to first base. So out number 1, Christian Ream. Now up for the Tigers. Christian bounded back to the pitcher back in the first inning. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball. Other games going on in Zaleski Sports this afternoon. Just a beautiful day for baseball and softball. And actually, we have a soccer match going on also that is being broadcasted by Zaleski Sports. I've had the honor of doing a soccer match this year over at Marshfield at the Hiding Stadium. And it was kind of interesting. So different pace. But New Richmond is at Eau Claire Memorial in baseball. Iowa Scandinavia at Amherst. Molsonee at Columbus Catholic. And Spash is at Marshfield in contest this afternoon on Zaleski Sports. And in softball, Marshfield is at DC Everest. Wausau West is at Spash. And Spencer is at Loyal in softball action. And Assumption Royals are at Amherst in softball. And we've got some great games coming up on Thursday also. And a call strike to the number 6 hitter. That's Christian Ream. Christian with a 2-2 count on him. As JJ throwing a breaking ball past. And a ground ball to second. Scooping it up and throwing it over to first to get Ream for out number 2 is Manarson.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 7, Colton Hupp.
And Colton Hupp.
Number 4,
Colton struck out back in the second inning for the Tigers. Games coming up on Thursday. Some great ball games. Over in that Fox Valley area, Kaukauna is taking on Neenah. Rice Lake at Eau Claire North in that Big Rivers Conference. Bocelli is at Tri-County, and Wisconsin Rapids taking on Spash over there at Bucol Park. And a swing and a miss by Haupt. And then in softball, Denmark is at Wapaka. Pacelli is at Tri-County. DC Everest at Wisconsin Rapids. Stratford is at Assumption as we'll be carrying that game. Steve Mays will be on a call for that one. And Loyal is at Abbotsford. And Spash, great team in that Wisconsin Valley, will be at Marshfield. And a really surprise there, Marshfield and Spash could be both undefeated at 3-0. 4-0 if they win. Both teams win today at Marshfield, and I'll be calling that one on Thursday. So should be a great matchup at Madison Field, located on the campus of Marshfield High School on Thursday. So some great games coming up this week. And catch next week. We've got a full lineup next week also as Hulp falls the next one off. 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning, and the Tigers leading 4-0. A 2-2 count with 2 down to Colton Haupt. Oswald gets the sign from Martin. And the pitch. And a strike 3 as Colton goes down for the second time in today's contest. 1-2-3. For Oswald as he sets the Tigers down. That is now strikeout number 5 for him today. So in the bottom of the third inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left after 3 complete here from Stratford. It's the Stratford Tigers 4 and the Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals nothing. And you're watching Maryland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio, now open in front of Pick and Save on Central Avenue in Marshfield. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. You can pay per session or choose from memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com or stop in at 601 South Central Avenue, Suite 400 in front of Pick and Save in Marshfield.
And we're back here at Stratford, where Kendon Martin leading off for the Assumption Royals here in the top of the fourth inning. And a strike right at the letters on the inside corner. Camden struck out back in the first inning. Whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Next Home Up-City Realtor Kurt Spaeth. Kurt is your Stratford hometown realtor and wants to help you buy or sell your next home, commercial or residential. Kurt has the expertise you need. Call Next Home professional retailer Kurt Spaeth today. So Martin with a 1-1 count. And catches the inside corner right at the knees. And discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudios.com. Great play by Ream and Gage there as Gage gets over. Ream feeling that ball to his right and flipping it to Gage and gets him by about a step and a half. So a great play, defensive play by the combination of Ream and Drew Gage. So for out number one here in the top of the fourth. That play will go 3-1 with one down. Bringing up Braden Peters. Braden flew out to center field. A great diving, rolling catch by Matthew Shanefoos out in center field there. Second pitch comes in to Peters. Curveball catches that inside corner for a call, strike two. As Drew steps off the plate there, off the rubber to get his composure out there. I don't know, must have been a bug or something that went by him or something. I don't know. And a line shot down the first base line all the way to the fence. And going over to retrieve that is Jagger Orman. Rice has more than floors in Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom, visit their website, or give them a call tomorrow. And a ground ball to third. Scooped up nicely by Bloom. Throws over the Christian Ream for out number two. And bringing up the right fielder, Siler Schill. You know, I was looking through Bond, where we get our stats from just the other day, and they had a column in there on how many no-hitters have already been thrown, and we've only played 3 weeks of baseball. There has been 26 no-hitters thrown in the state of Wisconsin in the first 3 weeks. So, I mean, some outstanding pitching out there, and we've still got a long way to go till tournament time. And leading tournament-wise, Stratford right now in the power rankings is ranked number one. There is and a base hit and gets by Shanefoos. And that is the first hit. As I'm talking about no-hitters, and Schill comes up with the first hit for the Assumption Royals as the three pitchers from yesterday, Ream and Hulpt and Gage, combined for a one-hitter yesterday. So that is only the second hit that the pitching staff of Stratford have given up. And a two-hopper to Christian Ream and 3 unassisted. So the one hit that the Assumption Royals got went for naught. And for the Royals in the top of the fourth, they get no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 4 and the Assumption Royals nothing. You're watching Marewood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center, with full service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
And we're back here at Stratford listening to one of my favorite groups, Alabama. In fact, I was working the 1984 NBC State Tournament, and we were staying at the Sheraton down there. And we just got done working that state tournament. We stayed at the Sheraton. And who should come on the elevator with me and my partner was the whole group of Alabama. And they followed us and both got off on the same floor. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever back then. So Alabama, I've been a big fan for them for a long, long time, and I wish they'd get back together. But they're pretty much over the hill like I am. So, but no, a great group, the group Alabama. And a line shot out to center field, and gets by JT out there, and coming in and sliding around. Great slide there by Drew Bloom. As that's the second time he is on base as he walked and scored back in the second and comes up with a double.
Number 8, Matthew Shankfoos.
As JT tried to dive for that one out there and got by him a little bit. So here we are, 4-0. And Matthew Shankfoos, now the batter, the center fielder. Matthew struck out back in the second inning as the Tigers here threatening in the fourth inning. And a pitch down low. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. And BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop in 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. That's BBD Sport in Cadott and Abbotsford. And so, following off there, 1-1 count now to the number 9 hitter, Matthew Shankfoos. As we're all set out there now, JJ gets the sign from Camden. And squaring around, a beautiful bunt, laid down nicely. Great speed. And they're going to say he was out, a banger.
Now
But
batting for the Tigers.
it doesn't count as a time at bat for Matthew. He got the job done. As it's scored as a sacrifice. Sacrifice is not considered a time at bat. So back to the top of the batting order, and Drew Bloom heading over to third on that play. As Riley has lined out to the shortstop back in the first and got hit by a pitch and stole the base in the second and scored on Brady Berg's double as they scored 3 runs off that double of Brady's. So the meat of the order coming up here with 1 down, runner at third, and following it off is Spindler. Each year, more than 6,000 high school students get a head start on their college education thanks to dual credit classes made possible by Fox Valley Technical College. These are college-level classes that high school students take for free, saving on average more than $600 per student. Learn more at fvtc.edu/gettechnical. As my daughter, who will be graduating this year, will be heading off to UW Stevens Point next year. Wishing her the best of luck. And it's hard to believe that 18 years have gone by already, and she's going off to college. But yep, wishing the best of her luck, and she's going to follow in her mother's footsteps as a teacher. So the best of luck to her also, and I think she's going to make a great one. So. And we've got 3-1 count on Riley Spindler. As JJ gets the sign and the pitch. And getting away from the catcher, Martin, and coming in is Drew Bloom on that wild pitch. So the Tigers are now up 5-0, and Spindler goes down with a walk. The second time he's been on today. Jack Remus, who has walked twice and scored twice and has a stolen base in today's contest. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and love them on Facebook. As throw over to first, and Spindler gets back in time. Tigers up 5-0 here at the bottom of the fourth. Great lead by Spindler, taking off. And Spindler and a throwing error by the catcher. And Spindler will get credited with a stolen base and a throwing error on the catcher as Spindler advances to third on the play. So another big run out there for the Stratford Tigers. As I mentioned earlier in our pregame show, that in the last 12 ball games that Assumption and Stratford have met, it's gone. Tigers have won by 10 or more runs in the last 12 ball games that these two teams have faced against each other. And they have an 18-game winning streak. The last time Assumption beat Stratford was on April 24th, almost to the day here, back in 2015, and Assumption beat them 6-5, and then the Tigers came back later in the season and beat them 10-5. But overall, from from 2008 to 2025, the Tigers have won 28 and lost 4 against the Assumption Royals. So Stratford's definitely had the Assumption's number over the years. And a pitch comes in, and that calls strike. 3-2 count to the number 2 hitter, the left fielder Jack Remus. As JJ out on the mound, gets the sign, takes a look, pauses, and the pitch. And outside for ball. And back-to-back walks here, and 3 straight times that Jack Remus has walked in this contest. And the dangerous Brady Berg having an outstanding ball game with a single, an RBI single back in the first, and a 3-run double in the second. He's got 4 RBIs in today's contest, 2 for 2. And a pitch inside gets by the catcher. And we'll give him credit for a stolen base as he was on his way. So another stolen base by the Stratford Tigers. That is the 6th stolen base in today's ball game by the Stratford Tigers. Left-hand hitting Brady Berg. And pitch high and outside. As the Tigers now up 5-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. JJ from the stretch. Up high, ball. 3-0. Do you give him the green light or don't you? This way, with a walk, you load the bases with 1 out. And the pitch. And a call strike right on the outside corner. The umpiring has just been super today. He's been calling that pitch consistently all day long. The right-handed hitters, left-handed hitters, he's been very consistent all night long. And the pitch. Down low, ball 4, as Brady gets on for the 3rd time.
number 3, Brady
This time with a walk.
At bat.
That is 3 walks in a row. And coming out to
and we will
talk to JJ.
Runner, number 18, Tyler Goldbach for Brady Bird.
And Goldbach comes in courtesy run again for Brady.
26, Drew Gage.
And pitching coach comes out. And I think we are having a, yes we are. We are having a pitching change here. Let's see if I can get the number here. And that would be number 20. Looks like number 29. Let's see who we've got on the roster here. We've got Stratford's. Looking for my roster here amongst my pile of papers here. Yeah. They're telling me up in the box here 29, but I know that. But that would be Braden Peters, a senior, coming into pitch. And Peters was, let's see, Peters was the first baseman, so I'm thinking what they're going to do is they're just going to flip-flop there. Peters is coming into pitch. And so Peters comes into pitch in the top of the 4th. Okay, so, and coming up to hit for the Tigers will be cleanup hitter, the right fielder, Jager Orman, as Jager is due. He's struck out back in the 1st and the 2nd inning. So bases juiced with Tigers. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performances to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. And Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. And so, Jagger, ready to get into the batter's box here. I got so involved here with all the action going on, I forgot to read my commercials here, but I'm caught up here now, so ready for some action here with one down here in the bottom of the 4th, and Jagger, and a wild pitch, and sliding into home is Riley Spindler, as not a good start for Peters, as Remus goes to 3rd on the wild pitch. And Goldbach goes to 2nd on that wild pitch. And we've got Peters now pitching. Okay, and we've got a 1-1 count here on Jager Orman. And a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 6-0, Stratford, here in the bottom of the 4th inning with one down and runners at 2nd and 3rd. And Jagger fouls that one off. Whether you need garage doors or just an adjustment, stop and see Door Pro. They'll take care of your problems just like that. So give them a call. Door Pro. And Jagger swings at a high fastball as he goes down for the 3rd time. That is Peters' first strikeout.
Now batting for the Tigers is number 26.
As Oswald finished with 5 strikeouts, but walked 6 and hit 2 batters. And a fly ball down the line, and going in with a base hit there is Drew Gage, and he will score 2 runs as Drew coming through, man, he's actually been the big surprise for
Drew Gage, number 12.
for the Tigers this year. Compared to last year, he has really worked on his hitting
Ring, number 11.
as he picks up 2 RBIs, and he's got a courtesy runner over there now. And let's see how many RBIs he's got this year. He came in just a ball of fire hitting-wise. And let's see, here we go. And squaring around and going down to second is the courtesy runner. Who is the courtesy runner out there? Oh, yes, Aguilera. Aguilera just got a stolen base there, so. So Aguilera with a stolen base. In fact, that is actually his second stolen base on the season. He's 2 for 2. And a ground ball over to short. And in time for out number 3. Great play over there by the shortstop, Kavanaugh. But the Tigers come up with a 4 spot here in the 4th inning. 4 runs on just 2 hits. And we had 1 error and 1 left. And so after 4 complete innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 8 and the Assumption Royals nothing. And you're watching Marewood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I actually described Fox Valley Tech as a home away from home.
It was very comforting that it was a class size of 20 people or less.
Cost is a huge factor. When I look at Fox Valley Technical College, you're not spending that much for a degree.
If I was 30 when I went back to school here, I have had no regrets.
I think the hands-on training really sets us apart.
They will do anything to make sure that you succeed. You are going to get the education that you came for.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
And we're back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers lead 8-0 here in the top of the 5th inning.
For the Royals, number 15.
I know before Stratford was leading Assumption 2-0 in that girls' game over there in the bottom of the 5th. I don't know how it ended up, but great game going on over there today also against Assumption Royals. And a ground ball foul for John Manarson, the second baseman. John got on by a throwing error by the third baseman back in the 3rd inning and left stranded at third base as the Royals had their biggest threat of the ball game with runners at first and second with nobody out. And Gage settled down and got the next 3 batters. So Manarson now, but with an 0-2 count on him here in the top of the 5th inning. Gage getting the sign from Berg. From the stretch. And the pitch. And foul that one off the right-hand side. And just over the head of the 3 kids over there playing ball with Dad. As I've mentioned today, great day for baseball out here. A good crowd, I would say. Good crowd of, right around, I would say 75 to 100 here. Good crowd. As Manarson goes down with a call strike. And that is strikeout number 4 for Drew Gage. As Keegan Kavanaugh, left-handed hitter, as Keegan walked back in that third inning. First pitch comes in for a call strike. As Drew Gage going for possibly win number 5 on the season. Make the Tigers with this win would be 8-0. And looking at the teams that were in that preseason poll, they're the only one that's undefeated in that top 10 of preseason polls. As Kewanee got a loss earlier in the season, but Stratford sitting at 7-0, starting out the season very well. They finished 15-5 last year, losing a heartbreaker in the regional finals last year to Marathon. So those two will, I think, be battling it out in the Merriwood Conference again this year. Auburndale's looking pretty good. They're starting out 3-1 on the season. Next pitch comes in just inside. And we've got a full count, 3-2 with one down here in the top of the 5th inning for the Assumption Royals. Gage from the delivery, and a fly ball down to third base line and out of play over by the batting cage. We've had a few foul balls going over in that area today, and the umpires running out of baseballs here. I know when we played Little League or, around the yard, street ball in that, if we ran out of the ball, the game was over with. But they'll find some more baseballs here to finish this contest. And picking up a walk is Kavanaugh.
Number 11 will be walked.
And that is the 3rd walk in today's ball game for the Assumption Royals, as they've had 5 players, or 4 or 5 times they've been on base today. Otherwise, Drew Gage has been pitching an outstanding game. And back to the top of the batting order to J.J. Oswald. J.J. grounded out back to Drew Gage in the first and popped out to the third baseman back in the 3rd inning. And a shot down the left field line and just foul as Remus tracks that one down. Remus playing way off the line on that for a left-handed hitter as J.J. went with the pitch and put it down the left field line. Now they're saying that, Jack, maybe you should play a little more straight on here instead of playing him more of a pull hitter. And J.J. with a ground ball. The second, the short for 1. And they're going to say safe. He did not have control, so an error on the shortstop on that. Error on Spindler.
Now at bat, number
So
24,
runners, as Oswald will get credit for a fielder's choice. And Kavanaugh is safe at second on a drop ball by Spindler. As Darryl Priest saying he did not have it long enough and he was not bringing his hand in to pull it out. So runners now at first and second here at the top of the 5th inning. And 1 out and an 8-0 ball game. Stratford out on top. And squaring the bunt. And bunts it foul. 1-1 count to Ron Board. Right-handed hitter. As Ron is a senior on this ball club. One of the team leaders. Gage. And a balk on Drew Gage. So now puts the as I know many years ago when I was umpiring, you'd have a balk and all of a sudden you'd hear the whole crowd going like a bunch of chickens. Balk, bark, 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 bark. But you don't hear that anymore. And next pitch into Board is a ball. 2-1 count. That one down low. as Daryl Priest has had to make a few calls out there, close ones today. And next pitch upstairs. Yeah, Daryl and I used to do some D3 college ball back in the days. That's got to be back in, I want to say back in the mid-90s and early part of 2000 in there. And great job working with him. And he's worked actually the last 2 state basketball tournaments also. He's from over up in that Stanley Boyd, Cadott area. And his wife actually owns the movie theater up there in Stanley, and a place called the Coffee House up there also. And Daryl is actually the police chief of Thorpe. And so great guy to get on the side of the law. But no, great guy to work with. As Board with a 3-2 count. And the pitch. And Board staying alive as he fouls that one off. We're at 6:16 in the evening here. Sun slowly going down as sunset, almost at 8 o'clock. It's getting lighter and lighter at nighttime here. This way we won't be getting home in the dark anymore, John, if during the basketball season. When we get done at 9 o'clock and it's snowing. And a wild pitch for ball 4. And runners will advance as Assumption gets their first run on a wild pitch. As Kavanaugh comes across the plate for their first run. Oswald advances to third. And working a walk was Ron Board. And that is the 4th walk given up by Drew Gage. It's one of the problems he does have is control at times of, I'm not sure how many pitches he's got left because he did pitch yesterday. And foul ball by the number 3 hitter, Chase Lieberg. As Chase walked back in the first and struck out in the third. Stratford ahead 8-1 now here in the top of the 5th inning. Next pitch high for ball 2. Ball 1. 1-1 count now. As the lights were flashing on and off out there. And runner taking off. And Berg throwing down. And cut off by Spindler and a stolen base by Board. As puts runners now in scoring position. Kind of a surprise there with being down 8-1 and stealing on the play. Berg with pretty fair arm. You can chuck her down there. And a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That is strikeout number 5 for Drew Gage. 2 down now here in the top of the 5th inning. And bringing up the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Camden Martin, as Camden struck out back in the first and grounded out on a great play.
Number 1, Camden Martin.
At first by Christian Ream to flip it to Gage. And out on the mound, conference time has that is Coach Drew Spaeth out there. As that conference is all over with there. And coming to the plate will be, as I mentioned, Camden Martin. Right-handed hitter. Runners at second and third for the Assumption Royals. And the pitch by Gage. Just missing downstairs. Ball one. Ooh, just missed. As that one just right around the corner. And we're going to take a look here and see what's other action is still going on yet. And a call strike there. As we pop onto Zaleski Sports here, and we'll take a look and see if and a foul ball. And the count will now be 2-2. We'll see if that Marshfield baseball game is still going on yet. And Marshfield is down against Spash 8-1. That game is being played on Hackman Field. In fact, that's the first game being played on Hackman Field this year, even with all the water that we've had. And the next pitch up high for a ball, 3-2. Runners at second and third for the Royals. And they're in the top of the fifth inning where Spash has beaten Marshfield 8-1. As Marshfield on a 3-game winning streak. Marshfield 3 an early surprise. 3-0 in the conference season so far. 3-3 overall. And Martin works a walk on Gage. And that's walk number 3 just in this inning. And 5 walks for the ball game. So bases loaded and 2 outs. Big threat here. As big leads at first and second as Gage steps off the runner. And up for the Assumption Royals is Braden Peters, who's now came in relief for the Assumption Royals. And a call strike. And we'll see if we can switch over to see what Columbus Catholic is doing here against Mosinee. And Columbus in the bottom of the fourth beating the Mosinee Indians 8-4 in the bottom of the fourth as Columbus Catholic in that preseason. I think they were ranked, about 5 or 6 in Division 4, looking for a good season. And just missing on that pitch to Peters. And let's see what the Marshfield it was in the bottom of the seventh, and Everest was and Marshfield were tied at 3 with a runner at looks like first base with 2 outs. So good game up at DC Everest with Marshfield Tigers and DC Everest on Zaleski Sports. As we making things interesting here as the Assumption Royals with bases loaded, 2-2 count, 2 down. And let's see, we've got Braden Peters up. And a fly ball out to center field, and Shane Foos camps under it for out number 3 as the Tigers get out of that jam and gives only 1 run away on a wild pitch for the Assumption Royals in the top of the 5th. 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and 3 left. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 8 and the Assumption Royals 1. And you're watching Marywood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit shedsdelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's shedsdelivered.com. Go today.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have 3 options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
And we are back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers lead 8-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And on the mound yet is Peters. And leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning will be Colton Haupt, Drew Bloom, and Matt Shanefoos to start us bottom of the 5th inning.
Number 7.
As Stratford has 8 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors, and have stranded 4. For the Assumption Royals, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and stranded 7. So Drew Gage getting out of a little trouble there, stranding that many Assumption Royals. So the first pitch comes in, bounces all the way back to the fence for ball 1. And looking at this, as in the 8th inning, Marshfield has gone ahead now 7-3 against DC Everest. So a big rally there for the Marshfield Tigers. It'll be a big win for them, as most likely Spash and Marshfield will be leading the conference when we work that ball game on Thursday. Ground ball to shortstop, high throw over to first, and pulls it down for out number 1.
Drew Bloom.
And Drew Bloom now coming to the plate. Drew is 1 for 1 on the day. He walked in the second, stole second and third, scored in that second inning, had led off the 4th inning with a double, eventually moved over to third on Shane Foos's sacrifice bunt, and scored on a wild pitch. So great day for Drew Bloom today for the Stratford Tigers, as he's been on base twice. Takes the first pitch for a call strike. Left-handed hitter, Drew Bloom. And a shot out to right field. Going over to his right is the right fielder, Schill, and makes the catch for out number 2. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, Matt Shanefoos, as Matt is 0 for 1. Struck out in the second and a sacrifice bunt in the 4th. Correction, we have a pinch hitter here. As let me look at my roster here. Pinch hitting is number 10. Here we go. That would be Dylan Lorenz, as Dylan making his 4th appearance on the season. He is 1 for 2, hitting .500. He's got a base hit. Takes the first pitch for a call strike. And a shot down the left field line. And a base hit for Lorenz. And that is his 2nd hit, as he is now 2 for 3 and jumps that batting average up to .666.
And running for number 10 is number 8, Matthew Shanefoos.
And Matthew Shanefoos re-entering and running for Lorenz. And Lorenz gets his 2nd hit of the season. Two down here, and back to the top of the order now, and Riley Spindler. Shane Foos at first. Big lead. And he takes off. Pitch down low. And Matthew. And there plenty of time as he gets the stolen base. And now with the batter now is number 2. And 2-1 count. 2-1 count on Riley Spindler. And a fly ball. Out to right field. Going over to his left. Off the glove. And that will be E9. And the Tigers pick up another run now, 9-1. And Spindler goes into second. And hit by a pitch. So runners at second, first and second. Number 3, Brady Berg. Ten run rule, and Brady already with a buck and a double and a single, 4 RBIs in today's. Left-hand hitter, Brady Berg. Peters from the stretch. And the pitch. Why is it bad? And a base hit. Stratford 11. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. How come it went dead? Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2. Yeah. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. We got it now. We got it. And we are back here at Stratford as Brady Berg landed up with we had a little technical difficulty. We want to apologize on that. But Brady Berg with his second double, his actually the third hit of the ball game, picks up 2 more RBIs, have 6 RBIs. So a great ball game by Brady Berg. So we'll be talking to head coach Drew Spaeth, and the Tigers win 11-1 over the Assumption Royals. And we'll be back right after this from a word from Nasonville Dairy.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome to Taqueria Monarca at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Try the delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. And kick things up a notch with their fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
And we're back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers beat the Assumption Royals 11-1 in 5 innings, as they came up with a 3 spot in the bottom of the fifth inning to finish it at 11-1. And this gentleman to my left here, outstanding ball game. He's been hitting the ball well. He's going to UW Stevens Point. I'm glad you're going to be a pointer next year. And but Brady doing a great job. A home run yesterday against Neelsville, and going 3 for 3 today, also with a walk in there, and 6 RBIs. I mean, outstanding ball game today.
Yeah, it's just about staying consistent, trying to find a time to get in the cage. You know, with this goofy weather that we've been having, it's important that we at least get in, even if it's not like a true practice, get some guys together, find a cage somewhere, get some swings in.
Yeah, in fact, you know, all the way around, you guys took advantage of, you know, start out with, in fact, yesterday also, let's go back to the Neelsville game yesterday where you guys took advantage of the walks. You took advantage of the walks again today. That's the way your ball club has been working all year long. As, you know, you take advantage of the walks they're going to give you and you score runs.
Yeah, it's not all about hitting doubles, triples, home runs. Sometimes you got to play a little bit of small ball to put yourself in a position to get those opportunities.
Yeah, in fact, and of course, Drew tonight with his fifth victory tonight. You've only got 1 game pitched so far this year, but that's all right. You're doing a great job behind the plate here, and but you guys get Assumption Royals again now on Thursday, and you're sitting 8-0. In fact, I've looked today out of the top 10 teams in Division III, Stratford's the only undefeated team.
Yeah, it's just about, like I said before, staying consistent, just 1 game at a time.
All right. And again, Brady, great job. I'm going to put you in the house. You know how this is done, so here you go.
Thank you.
Drew. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3.
I'm Brady Berg, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Brady.
Thank you.
You betcha. Have a good one. Our star of the game, Brady Berg, coming along here now is Drew Spaeth. And Coach, great ball game today. Great outing by Drew out there today. I'm a little off on 5 walks or so he had today, but he got the job done.
Yeah, you know, overall great job by Drew Gage. Like we talk about every day, give us a chance to win, and he gave us a great chance. He pitched his butt off, battled through some adversity, a little bit of some long innings, some downtime, and the biggest thing is going out there and competing. And like I said, he did a great job, put us in a great opportunity to go win a ball game.
You know, you're sitting now 8-0, one of the top Division III teams in the state of Wisconsin. Of course, you're going to have that bullseye on your back, and you got some big ball games coming up. You know, you got Marathon right around the corner, and even looking down the line, you've got some really tough non-conference games coming in here also, and I think that's what you wanted. You wanted some good quality, say D1 or D2 teams to come in here.
Yeah, you know, I love the schedule that our AD, Craig Martins, puts out for us every year. He does a phenomenal job with that. One thing we talk about is 1 day, 1 game at a time. We got Assumption on Thursday. Like I said, we got to take care of business that day. We're starting to hit our conference games, and, you know, that Merriwood South is as tough as it gets between you got Marathon, Edgar, Auburndale, us, and Assumption. I mean, it's a 5 team that are playing really, really well. And like I said, our goal is that our pitchers, when they get on the mound, give ourselves a chance.
You know, it was kind of funny. I was over at Rapids last week, and I made the comment about talking about the Merriwood Conference, and I was doing a Valley game, but I wanted to talk about the Merriwood Conference, how tough that Merriwood Conference is, and it would really be something if you've only got 5 teams in the conference now with Wausau dropping out, and it's really sad that they can't get enough you know, ball players over there, but hopefully they can come back strong and start their program all over again. But it turned out, I made the comment, I says, it'd be really strange if you could have a 5-way tie in the Merriwood Conference, because what it is, you guys pound against each other all the time.
Yeah, you know, that would be pretty strange. You know, the one thing I like about our conference and how tough it is it prepares us for that battle in playoffs. It seems like year after year we're sending teams deep into the postseason, and we've had a couple teams make it to state the last couple years, and I think the Merriwood South really does a good job of, like you said, having those dog fights in April and May to get everyone ready for the tournament in June.
All right, Jude, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you. In fact, next week we'll be back here again for another battle here in the Merriwood Conference.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you bet you, Drew. Drew Spaeth, the head coach for the Stratford Tigers, as the Tigers come away with an 11-1 victory over the Assumption Royals of Wisconsin Rapids. And so John and I will be in Marshfield on Thursday, a big battle against Spash and Marshfield. in softball action. So catch us there. And we've got, 9 other ball games on Zaleski Sports also on Thursday also. So for John Stanford, I'm Mike Steinwagner. We'll see you down the road. Good night now.